How's your practicing?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now I can play on Mondays.
Well, the problem was not that you were skipping one
really
day.
paying attention.
Right, so that's not what the main problem was, right? You know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll probably need it's too low, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to do that? Oh, your fingernails are quite long. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then, you know, and it's not just about the lesson, but when you practice at home, the thing is, we're still working on hand position, you know that, right? So, and then you can't really get good grip if you have long fingernails, right? So and I'm assuming that you already know that. I don't really have to tell you that. Right. Okay, so let's see. We have some theory and other things, right? So we have 11 and 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Here is 6. Alright, so 11 was fixing stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 14 is new. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. What was this part?
Yeah, I accidentally wrote time signature and 15.
Okay, so which pieces? Can I see that?
Yeah.
So then, for me. Those were turning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so walk me through that.
G major.
Perfect.
And then D major.
Good.
And then.
Can I take a look? So G major. Mm-hmm. Well, technically it's not E major. Because this one is minor. So if this is minor, so then what minor is that?
D?
No, D major. No, we've talked, and this is the one we talked about.
B.
B minor, exactly. So this one is not D major, but B minor. Okay, let's check G major. It is no, it's not G major.
Also minor.
E minor. Okay. So. Alright, so then you look at this one is A major, right? And
then this one's also.
You wrote B flat minor.
That's for this one. It's the same, so just do.
Can I see which one? What is the same?
So these.
Okay.
And then the B flat minor is this one.
I want to see.
4 flat 6.
That's definitely not B flat minor. Oh. Okay. Well, that's why I was surprised when I see B flat minor. It's like, oh, okay. Where do we have 4 flats?
D.
D major?
D
minor? What is that? Okay, now look at the last note that we end on, right?
Oh.
And the last, yeah, so it's A flat major. But you know what? And I won't know why you thought it was minor, because it does sound minor. It travels from A flat major to relative minor. So what is the relative minor?
C.
No.
Oh, it's flat. B.
No. How many half steps do we need to take? Do we take up or down? So what is higher? Major or minor? Yeah. F minor, exactly. So it's kind of A flat major / F minor. Okay. So look at this. Out of 4, 3 of them are incorrect. Okay.
Wait, how do you tell the difference between like major and minor? Is it just by sound?
Well, this one is actually hard to judge because it starts kind of in minor, but we look sometimes at the last note.
Yeah.
And in this case, everything indicates that we have A flat right here, A flat right here, and these parts, E flat and C, is part of A flat major chord. So that is A flat. So that's what I use for kind of judging that.
Okay.
But I won't be surprised if some sources say that this is waltz in F minor. Okay. So, all right. Okay, so then the next one was 14?
14, yeah.
So this one is done, even though, no, here we go. Okay. So let's see. Please note this next space, there is a whole step lower. Okay. Good, we got that one. So that he went up here.
Oh.
So what's the note we need to? Full step down from before.
Yeah, A flat.
Okay, so now we're in E flat major. Good. We don't need this little line on top. Just yeah. I don't think you've ever seen anything like this in the yeah. So yeah, that's right. So B natural. So which major it's related to. So remember, whenever you see minor, always put the major that is related to. Yep. So it's just good because it's kind of, then you see the parallel. Yeah. Okay. And then G minor?
B flat.
Exactly. They're not asking for that, but I think it's just better if we do that. Okay. Okay, this is trouble. And let's see the circle of this. Okay, so we have, so those are minors.
Yeah, right? And then you told me to put.
Perfect, yes, exactly. So E minor, D major, B minor, D major. One more thing, that usually for minor we use lowercase. For major, capital letter. Okay? Yeah. Okay, now let's go to this one. What? That's not right. B minor is a relative for D major. So definitely not this. The rest of them are right. Yeah. The rest of them are right. Okay. Alright, so this one is fine. Moving on to the next page. So you will need to put one note, not a combination of notes, just one note that would complete each measure. Okay, so name the major key that we have here. Name the triad in the treble clef by circling the correct Roman numeral. Circle the note in the bass clef as the root, third or fifth. Okay. Yeah. So let's look into this one. Which gear would be?
F.
F major, right?
And then that's the first, so it's this one.
It's this one.
And
then look at this one. Is it root, third, or fifth? Yes, exactly. Okay. Right, you got it, right? Name the relative minor keys to the major, so you know how to do that. So which one is higher?
We're naming the relative minor key, so the note that's given is higher than the note that we.
Okay, can you just tell me which one is higher, major or minor?
Major.
Yeah. So, and what's the difference? And the distance between those?
4 half steps.
3.
Oh, 3.
3 half steps. Right. So let's see. So name the relative minor keys. Okay. And then this we'll do during the class. Circle perfect fifths in your pieces. Okay. And then here, spell the following triads. Okay. Spelling triads. Add accidentals where needed. And these are minor triads. So you have to know that that's one is actually going to take time. Okay. For example, from B flat, what would be the triad? Can you do with minor triad from B flat?
C sharp.
No, there's no C sharp.
Can you D flat?
Okay, can you try to play it? That would be the best way. Playing, yeah. So, and as we go farther in this book, there are going to be more playing. So you'll have. Wait. Can you just play the triad? What is you trying to figure out? The triad. The 3-note chord. And it needs to be minor. What's the distance between lower and upper note?
It's 3 half steps on the lower and then
Mhm.
4 on the
Yeah.
upper one.
Right. So, but the distance between lower and upper note is always the 12 fifths or 7 half steps.
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't matter if it's major or minor. So the difference is usually in the middle note. Right. So the minor is the minor third, then 4 half steps. This is the other one. 4 half steps here, 3 half steps here. So the difference is in this note. Okay. All right. But the other thing that you might need for that's a good strategy by measuring how many half steps, right?
Yeah.
Or also analyzing. Okay, I know that B flat minor is a relative for D flat major, so we have 5 flats: B flat, A flat, A flat, D flat, and D flat is one of them. Okay, but it's kind of longer way, but that's good to analyze this way too. In addition, okay, so make sure you spend enough time on this one because it's getting a little bit more challenging. Okay, so theory. Just okay. So let's. Oh, it's not. So today the 6, you play for 40 minutes, right? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next week is 13, right? Exactly. So, and so you were able to practice on Monday as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be less time on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday was 20 minutes and Monday was 45. Okay. All right, so let's get to work.
Okay.
It's going to be difficult for you to do that again because it says no flat fingers, and then when fingernails are a bit long, it's harder.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do that starting from 46. By memory, 47 by memory, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it sitting good?
Yeah, feels good.
Now let's try faster. So let's see what tempo was that. So we count by 8. That wasn't fairly fast. A little slower, so that was maybe 92. Yep, it was about 92. So technically it's divided by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's go with the 8th note. So now let's try 152. Which is still not truly fast tempo. Okay. So try to get the feel of it. difficulty really placing your finger in a firm way, okay? So it's a bit wobbly, the right and left hand, okay? Just try your best. So, but it also needs to be a straight line, so no zigzag. And no twists. Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you think causing the twists?
My thumb.
Yes, exactly. See, you know the answer. So you know exactly how to take care of that, right? So just acknowledge that when you practice, notice this kind of things, right? So if you're placing your thumb low, which was happening, right, you end up with this extra motion that we don't really need, okay? Okay. So now make sure your shoulders are all the way down. So the thing is, I would prefer slightly higher wrist, but not too high because you can't really make your fingers march when we do that. So slightly higher wrist, and then activate your fingers and really straight line. Okay. Okay. So this was 152. Sorry. Got it. Almost. Which is actually 100. Okay, let's try it. I would prefer to kind of go by quarter notes. Everybody, 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 da 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 da. Is it possible for you to connect the notes? I mean, not some random. Where do we have octave here in this exercise? Do we have any octaves?
Yeah, that's an octave.
Which exercise are we playing?
Oh shoot, sorry.
There's only one. Because you jump, you playing staccato, and that actually, yes, exactly. There's no reason not to. Okay. It doesn't say staccato, so we have to connect. Now, and I was watching your thumb specifically. Do you know you're using this part of your thumb when you're playing piano? Which part should we be using? Do you know? So let's say you're a teacher and you demonstrating to your student. So can you use your left hand so I can see left hand? Exactly. It needs to be this corner. You're having your thumb placed like this. Exactly. All right. So things that you might think it's not that important or you don't notice, those things, they are very important. Okay. And then when I'm looking at your playing, so then I see that, okay, it's this wobbly, your thumb is right here. So just by having these two things, not being taken care of, then what's happening is that your fingers are not as strong.
Yeah.
Okay. Thumb, if you place it lower, creates that, it's like a twist, right? And then also, if you're not placing fingers aligned in one straight line, then it's going to be very uneven. Okay. So all those things combined together create pretty weak technique, right? So and then the reason why we're playing this exercise, not just this, all this exercise is working on technique. All right. So you have 3 tempos for next time. We're not saying goodbye to this because you need to really work on your technique. We're not playing this just to learn the notes, check mark, moving on. You have to accomplish something about that. Okay. So so this is number 46. 3 tempos. So the first one for every 8. Was it? There's no such thing. 92, I would assume.
Oh yeah, 92.
92, right. Then next one was 152, and the next one is 200, or for a quarter note, 100. Okay. So things to remember. Tell me.
Keep your thumb up.
What about the other fingers? Maybe we should start with. other fingers.
No flat fingers.
Exactly.
Don't like jump the octave.
That's just one part.
Uh-huh.
So the second thing I would write about thumb. Standing thumb.
Yeah.
Because that one we have multiple times, right? What's the third thing? What we're talking about.
Oh, no zigzags.
Exactly. Now we can write down about the connecting. Octave. It's just one part. Connect. Okay. And of course marching fingers, so all this stuff still, yeah. Okay. All right. So how many times a day do you play this 46, roughly?
I don't know, 7 times?
7 times? So let's say play 6 times, okay? So I would say 2 times each. Okay. All right, so let's go to 47. That one is by memory. And it's active wrist. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. And we don't have any particular time, right? No. Okay. Here, I think it's sitting a bit too far. Because ideally we want our arms to be hanging. Feel that your shoulders are resting. Very quiet shoulders. And arms just hanging. I feel like there's a little bit of tension there. Okay. So really kind of feel like there are no bones in your arms. Okay. Absolutely. So and maybe kind of wiggle your arms a little bit. Shoulders stay down, wiggle arms, and then incorporate that. So we need that flexibility. And that's actually a really good exercise for that. Okay. This one we're done with. Alright, so 47. Okay. Then we have 50.
Yeah.
That one is
also
marching. Have we played this one?
Yes, we finished it 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So we have 50 and then we're moving on to the longer one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to start working on first exercise. Okay. So let's play 50. Okay, so let's focus on a couple of things. What do you think we should be focusing on?
There's passages.
Technique-wise.
Mark, active.
What else? What is it today? What's causing some problems on the previous exercise?
My thumb.
Your thumb, exactly, and the other fingers trying. I know it's not easy to do that because, in addition to everything we've talked about, the length of your fingernail, right? So, but let's focus on those 2 things while you're marching, okay? All right. couldn't reach an octave, you just, but there's no reason not to. Okay. Let's try. Section 7. Section 8 now. It's a single note for 10, just 8. Okay, can you start from 7 then? If you can start from 8. You can't place your thumb like this. It's a huge no-no. Yeah, so I need you to finish memorizing this. Okay, so it's not fully memorized. Yeah, the thing is, when we work on technique, you need to focus on rhythm. Can you play this with looking if you still struggle with the notes? By the way, this is C natural, not C sharp. Okay. Alright. I would like you to play section 8, right hand only, so you won't be distracted by left hand. So when we do the thumb, watch for this. So then your wrist doesn't go slightly lower on this. So in order to maintain the same height, we have to do something, right? So when you play, your wrist is collapsing. Maybe not as much. And then you look what you did.